About 9 weeks ago, 2 months ago, a little over 2 months ago, I started a business course, guys, and it took my brain and it twisted it and it threw it away and it put it back in and it hurt because it was a test and it made me so uncomfortable. And one of the first things I had to do in this course was, and it was a really important question, I didn't want to do it. Just like most of the things that are going to be beneficial to your life, you don't want to do because of fear and resistance and all those things in your head that are so stupid. So the question was, or the assignment was, is to go out and ask 10 people what they felt you were good at or compliment you on. And I went the extra mile and I went 15 people that I knew well and 15 people that know me a little bit that I have respect for and respect their opinion. And then I went to another extra mile and I asked the opposite question, what do you think I need improvement on? And those are questions that a lot of the times you don't want to hear the answer. Like, trust me, you don't want to sometimes. But the beautiful thing was, it was literally a life-changing experience for me. It's something I've never done, something that simple that I've never done. And of course, I do these vlogs for hockey coaches and hockey players, but there's a lot of people out there that use a lot of these messages, because coaching is coaching. You can be coaching marriage, kids, motivation, all these different things. Coaching is coaching, so use it for what you can here, guys. So when I went out and did this, shocked me when I asked for what you would compliment me on. It was that obviously there was the hockey. I'm good at teaching hockey and I'm a motivator, but every single person right away said I was a great communicator, one of the best communicators. And so that might be obvious to the people that know me, that see me every day, that I deal with, but to me, it was like, what? I'm a great communicator, because I come from a background where, very insecure as a kid, didn't know my place in the world, had a lot of struggles. I get so deep into what I do that I don't see myself for necessarily what I was. So when people said I was a great communicator, it was a shock to me. So without knowing that though, like what that did for me, it was opened up a whole bunch of doors. In fact, that week, it gave me an idea, or maybe it was the following week, gave me an idea as I was piecing things together to start another business, which I'm so excited about, which I'm going to be releasing in a few weeks, which is very, very exciting. But without knowing that knowledge, I probably wouldn't have done that. Because I saw myself one way. See, when we're living our life, we're either just doing our thing, or we don't pay attention to stuff, or we see things this way. We don't see it how people see us, and that's self-image. It's a tough thing. But anyways, I did that exercise, life-changing. So now I know I've got this asset that has been buried inside of me, and now I'm going to let it out. So by the way, I'm going to be doing a lot more vlogging, but with a real purpose. Anyways, having that asset, now I know that, wow, if I take this asset and push it, of being able to communicate, I'm just going to hit my full potential a little bit more. And you know what? When people, if you ask 15 people a question about yourself and you get 15 of the same answers, like right off the hop, I would say that's probably a true statement. So without knowing that true statement about myself, I probably wouldn't be willing to communicate, because I would probably try to hide that. On the other side, when I was asking the tough question about what do I need to do better, I got a lot of different answers, and that could be a couple things. I'm trying to be realistic about it. It could be I have zero flaws in life, which I really highly doubt that, but it could be people uncomfortable to say what's negative, because that's a general thing with people. They put a lot of velvet on sledgehammers a lot of the time. It's hard to tell the honest truth sometimes, but you got to be willing to hear the answer. So I heard a few things, nothing earth-shattering, but things that I actually thought. Organization, just being a little bit more organized and stuff. That would have been one of the things. And but it was great to hear, because I said, okay, if other people see that in me, then I need to get better at that. So I saw two things in myself. One asset that I didn't know, that I'm going to just continue to grow and grow and grow, because I know if I'm good at it and I continue to grow and let it flourish, because I never have before, then I'm going to be, my potential is just going to go skyrocket, which is very, very exciting. And then the thing that I'm weak at, if I can make that a lot better, then with the sky's the limit here, guys, right? So when we go back to hockey now, one of the things as a coach, you should absolutely go to your players. Like, again, don't be afraid of the answers, because it's only going to help you. Don't worry about your ego. Your ego, just punch it in the head. Who cares? Just make yourself better. Ask your kids that you're coaching in youth hockey, because you might think that you go in and you got a prepared practice and you're motivating them and these 3 things or 4 things that you think you do real well. But if you actually ask the questions from your kids, to be honest, and say, what do you like about me as a coach, or something along those lines, and you get the same answer over and over, and it's probably true. So you might think you have a great message before practices or games, and they might say you talk too long, and then you might say, wow, okay, that's not a strength. It's actually a weakness. So if you do those exercises, you're going to have, not only as a coach, but like in your life, you're going to make great changes, and you're going to, it's actually going to build your confidence to know what you're good at. And if you fix a weakness, it's a quality that you should probably do. So that's my rant for today. It's all about stretching yourself. You want to be great. You want to build a good business, a good marriage, a good hockey team. You want to be a good student as a player. Ask those questions, and you're going to get honest answers, hopefully. The one thing is when you ask about what you're not good at, a lot of people will put a lot of velvet on the sledgehammer. So try to really push that one. No one likes to hear what they're not good at, but it's actually important to understand that. So I hope you enjoyed this vlog. You're going to be probably seeing a lot more of me in a lot different ways, but you're tough luck. See ya.